So Darsa, let's start with you. In the meantime, people will start coming and joining this tube. Yes, please. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
We know in the Quran the prohibition of eating pig's flesh is mentioned, of course. So is there any explanation given by Quran itself why it is so?
I think the word fisk is applicable to this as well as wine, or just jua and just wine and just. The Holy Quran, I think, has not mentioned the reasons why, but I'll have to re-study the verses concerned and find out. There may be some inherent reason mentioned by way of indications, but to my knowledge there is no positive reason mentioned. On this I spoke somewhere in Europe and told them that where the reasons are not mentioned, there can be two possibilities for that. Number one, it's an arbitrary decision of the masters, and that has also an inherent purpose of finding out who truly considers things belonging to him and who considers otherwise. If the propriety of God is final and everyone who believes in the Creator does believe genuinely, then he must give the right to him of possession and disposal of that possession. Otherwise, he does not believe. So as such, some trial orders may have been given, and in some religions we all find such orders which seem to be arbitrary without any particular reason mentioned there. But nevertheless, similar orders are given in all religions, like the eating of flesh, for instance. This is forbidden in Judaism. In Christianity it should be forbidden, and also in Islam. It's a long history of this, but I don't read any reason given either in Judaic literature or in the Christian literature or in Islamic literature for the reason why it has been forbidden. So where the reasons are not mentioned, I think the important reason which should be understood is that he is the proprietor. He gives you permission to eat this and that or whatever he has created. If he does not permit you to eat of something, it is not for you to question why, but for you to submit. That will prove the nature and quality of your belief in his being ultimate proprietor. That is one thing. Secondly, people have been forwarding different ideas. Many doctors have also written on this subject, but I don't agree in principle with the types of suggestions which have been made. On medical terms, they say, people have more heart attack if they eat flesh of pig. Now, why does not God give a detailed list of such harmful things? There are far more harmful things which are not forbidden. So it could not be at all for the health reason, not physical health reason. So although many suggestions have been made, but I don't agree with that. If you eat the fat of calves, or the fat attached to beef or to mutton or whatever type of fat you eat, it may be as injurious, or in some cases may be more injurious. Worm theory is also mentioned, that it has some worms in its intestines. So all the water in Azad Kashmir is infested with worms. So should that water also be forbidden? So I think it's extending things beyond its limitations. One should not put word into the mouth of God. I mean, that is a stupid attempt. So I shouldn't say stupid, but I think it's a naive attempt to justify things where one does not find a justification which truly satisfies the heart and the intellect. There one should give in and say, look here, God has not mentioned any reason. He is the proprietor. If he is the sole proprietor, he has a right. But there are other possible reasons which I have been mentioning, not physical, but spiritual and moral. Sometimes some things are forbidden by way of a protest against some characteristics. And as far as I have studied the characteristics of the pigs, I found two special characteristics which are worthy of condemnation. And for that, pig stands out among animals as a symbol of those characteristics. Number one, normally it is a vegetarian animal. It doesn't eat flesh. But when a pig dies, the pigs eat the flesh of the pig. I came to learn of this habit, piggish habit, when during the course of my farming near Rabwa. There's many pigs, wild boars, who used to destroy the crops. So I inquired about some effective remedy, how to stop this. And the agricultural experts told me that recently the Americans have devised a very ingenious plan. They have invented an injection which infests pig's flesh, and it's a very contagious disease which any pig, even if it eats a mouthful of that flesh, will also become infected. So they say normally pigs don't eat meat, but they do eat their own brethren when they die. You see? So the disease spreads like wildfire among the pigs, and the whole colony is sometimes destroyed in a matter of days. So I did try that, and in fact, to a great effect. We caught a small pig, a child pig, in fact injected it with that poison, or that injection full of virus, and the pigs ate it, and the disease spread all along. So that reminded me of that verse of the Holy Quran which says, don't backbite. It would be like eating the flesh of your brother. So here is a true symbol, living symbol of that habit. So maybe it's just a protest. Maybe eating the flesh of pig does also inculcate in man a habit like this, a nature where the pig eaters don't care for eating the flesh virtually, they not literally. In principle, they eat the flesh of others, they don't care whether they die or do this and that. So they become exploiters and usurpers of others' rights and things. So there is one possibility. The other possibility in the realm of spiritual or ethical values could be that this is an animal which is outstanding in the habit of being a sodomist, a homosexual. And other animals are, of course, witnessed from time to time to practice this. There is no harm in animal world. But this animal stands out in this habit. And that I know for long. When I was a student at the University of London, this issue was raised among the students. They wanted a specific answer, why? So I said, no why are discussed in the Quran, but there is this possibility. Maybe it's a homosexual animal, so maybe those who eat the flesh, they become infected and ultimately get this habit, running their blood. So one university girl got up and said, what is the harm in that? I said, you prove my point. By eating the flesh of swine, you really believe that there is no harm in this. And perhaps that is the reason why it is forbidden. So everybody laughed, and applauded this answer and seemed to agree with this. She stood up as a living symbol of the truth of this. So they are just suggestions, all the same. But the fundamental principle remains the same, that whoever is the proprietor, he has right to give permission